man. Y'all need to step up, man.
Right. Check. Hey, can you guys do a sound check?
Sound check. Check 2 1 2.
Check sound.
Checking sound.
Oh, checking the sound.
Czechoslovakia.
Czechoslovakia.
Yeah.
Metal Gear.
I don't like that.
The Czech
I don't
Republic.
like that method of mic test.
What if everybody just talking?
I don't
at
like
once?
Czechoslovakia.
Metal Gear.
You gotta get the slabs, dude.
It's personal.
It's personal.
Cancelable.
This time it's personal. Can you guys
Sounds good, we're going.
You guys can see yourselves in the viewfinder. right?
Yep.
Hey, that's creepy. I like
Yeah.
it.
Metal Gear.
It's the podcast. It's the whole damn podcast. We're
Metal
all in
Gear.
the same room, I promise.
We're all vaccinated.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm kidding.
Well, we were kind
Probably
of
why
like,
I'm having a
I'm
heart
bo-
attack over here.
I'm boosted.
even pre-vaccine, we were kind of like our bubble. You know what I mean? Like, y'all were the only people I hung out with for like a year.
To be fair, for me, I'm just like, well, I don't have a social life, so it didn't matter.
True.
Yeah.
Same.
That's probably
honestly.
the most problematic out of all of us with this. But
Yeah, you were the high risk factor guy.
yeah, but at the same
we
time,
going.
yeah, it was always the same things.
Where are we going?
He was having anonymous
well-
sex with the mask on.
Kept the mask on. Yeah, we're recording, Jason, if you want to intro the podcast.
But I mean, like, doggy style would be as safe. I'm thinking about this too much. Yeah.
Through a wall.
Intro.
I mean, it's probably the
you know,
safest way to
Glory
go.
hole.
I
Glory
was
hole.
gonna say, like, when you said that, it was like a close up of my face. Like, that would be interesting.
So yeah, since you're our fearless leader, or
Yeah.
one of them,
Yeah.
you want
Oh,
to open this up?
All right, everybody. Welcome to the second episode of Working Class Podcasts. I'm one of your hosts from Working Class Music, Jason.
And I'm probably the other host from Working Class Music, Tia.
And I'm the one that's not on my phone during the podcast. I'm Nelson.
I'm pulling up important topics
Get
for
off
us
of
to
Facebook.
discuss.
Get off of Facebook.
I mean, I got a couple topics.
I was gonna pull up the list of new guitars.
And that's
that
Xander.
just
He's on
came
his
out.
phone.
I don't
It's
even have
Xander.
my phone.
Hey guys, I work here.
So, in the world of music, we've kind of had a pretty eventful week, somewhat, at least for Fender, because they were the first people I was going to hit up about in our conversation about the new releases, so to speak. In particular, the 60th anniversary Jaguars,
Yeah.
the new JV Japanese vintage reissues, and the 40th anniversary Squier line. So, who wants to go first?
Well, these are some old ass sounding companies, dude. I'm kidding. No, that Squier sounds like something I'd be very interested in, or S style if
S style.
No, we can do that.
We can still
We're-
say,
we're
'cause
not doing the PRS video.
You
right
know,
now.
just to get this off my chest beforehand,
Huh?
I really think that whole S style thing is the dumbest thing ever. Because it's like, oh, it's S style. What does the S stand for?
Well, that's just
Schecter?
lawyers, dude.
Yeah.
That's just lawyers being lawyers.
I know, but it's just like, oh yeah, it's an S style guitar. It's not a Strat. Like,
Since
what the
this is
fuck does
a-
the S stand for?
Since this is probably dropping after the 9th, can we explain why you're wearing the hat, Jason?
Yes. I decided, or rather, our good friend Grant and Blake decided to chef us up some pizza. And it was quite tasty. And we have just finished filming that episode. And you should watch it.
Yeah. So, yeah, that fucking. So I guess yeah, exactly. That's I saw that. So just we're jumping around on topics a little too much. That's that 40th anniversary Squier. That thing is beautiful.
I was right. I would
Oh,
be
yeah.
very
Yeah,
interested.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god. So
Took
the
some
black and gold.
photos.
Ironically,
Send you a
there's
link
not
to
a
that later
Jaguar
for
in the
editing.
mix.
No Jag, really.
Yeah,
Well, I guess because
there's-
they're doing the 60th stuff for
But
the other ones.
you would still think, though, like a sick, like
Yeah,
a
they're doing it-
crossover.
They're doing a Jazz Master.
They
Yeah.
are, and actually, that's what I was going to say as far as the 10K giveaway, because I made the mistake of ordering quite a few of them, and I was going to be like, well, and actually, Nick, the drummer of Young Mountain, gave me this idea. It was like, for 10K, you guys should give away one of the 40th anniversary Squiers. So that's being announced right now.
Hey, get us to 10K.
It's wild.
There's
That's
a 5K
a big
giveaway,
one.
man.
Yeah,
we
we
haven't
got.
decided. Yeah.
As an aside, try to keep that mic more in front of you. It's just
I just want one of those fucking plaques.
It's like the most directional.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like I feel like it's already a flex to have like all these amps.
The YouTube,
But
the
it's
YouTube
We
really
need a
plaque.
plaque.
Yeah.
YouTube plaque would feel real good.
Yeah.
That would
Get the-
just, you know,
yeah, get one of those plaques.
But
it's a silly thing, but it's like a little cherry on top. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, it's like an achievement when you're playing a video game. You're
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
yeah, I did
Yeah.
that.
It makes you feel legit.
that's if you actually beat the entirety of the game. You
Yeah.
get that one platinum
Got to get the
trophy.
platinum trophy. Yeah.
Those 100% trophies.
But
So I'm looking at the 60th anniversary Jaguar, dude. That is that's ringing my bell. I know we've been
That's
talking
the
all week
candy
about
apple red
that.
one.
Well, okay, there's the one that's the vintage style one that's really nice. But I can't
And there's
play vintage style Jaguars because I'm 6'3" and they feel like little baby toys to me.
And they're perfect for me.
Yeah,
5'2" me.
it's
so
just the
enjoy
Lux.
them.
The Lux we were talking about off camera.
The Ultra Lux.
Yeah,
Oh
which-
my god.
My thoughts on that.
Ooh.
So Fender always defined their guitars by the scale length and the
ebony?
body style.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's technically a jazz
It
master.
is a Jazz Master,
It's-
but it's chromed out like a Jaguar.
Well, yeah, it looks like a Jaguar.
So you could call it a Jag Master.
That's I already did that in the Squier.
They've
line.
already
That's
made
actually,
those?
That's
They've already
actually what
made-
it is. Yeah. It
Oh,
really
somebody
actually
hire
is
me in
that.
the marketing team.
Well, in the 90s, yeah, that would,
Yeah.
you're really ahead of the
I
time.
need-
Although
That's the
the
furthest I can
one
go
the
back in
one
time.
critique I have at that price point, they should have actually put in the Cuneife pickups.
I kind of agree, but I'm curious about how good those Bill Lawrence ones are. Bill Lawrence makes good shit. So
I know.
Wait, is that who it is? Sorry, I'm getting my pickup makers confused. They might, it's
I
either
know,
him or
I know
Tim Shaw.
Tim Shaw does the.
It's
I know
Tim
he does
Shaw.
American
It's Tim
Pro
Shaw.
stuff.
Yeah. It's Tim Shaw. Which
Well, the Tim Shaw humbuckers are nothing to sleep on.
Yeah.
That's
They've
what I'm
been
saying.
they've been good.
I've got an '80s Les Paul. Like I know what he's about, and no, I really want to try it. It's got the compound radius, the 10" to 14, like shredder neck. That's like Charvel type shit. Like it's like it sounds like a guitar made for me, and I like when Fender does that.
Yeah.
And I slept on the 3 humbucker Telecaster they were doing last
Oh
year.
yeah, the one that looked like a Les Paul.
that came in a green case. They were like Xander.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't the parallel universe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those are all gone. You can still
Yeah.
find the freaking Jazzmaster ones with the Les Paul ones.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Thanks, Blues Dads.
I will say the anniversary one that isn't the American Lux, I'm kind of somewhat disappointed in.
Really?
Yeah. Only mainly because of the finish options.
Yeah.
Because on the 50th anniversary, they had Lake Placid Blue, they had Burgundy Mist, and they had Candy Apple Red. But the 50th anniversary model, I was it was a mix of all the Jaguars currently, where they had the shorter vibrato to bridge ratio, but they also had like the classic player pickups in them in an American guitar. So it was just this like grab, but it looked awesome. It looked sick. So I don't know. I was hoping for more fun colors. That's my only thing. I would love like a burgundy mist, or even what the UK exclusive Squiers, which they have a Jaguar, which is the charcoal, whatever that charcoal finish is.
That kind of gray.
Yeah,
The
they
names
have.
for the finishes are so goddamn confusing.
Here's an
Just
easy.
go with yellow.
Well, no, here's an
gray.
easy
They're like
one.
named after cars, like
Yeah.
car colors.
Here's an easy one that they got for that Squier Jaguar that's in the UK.
Yeah.
Silver Sparkle, and that looks awesome.
That's
So-
what I'm talking. Keep it like don't go like because we were talking about the PRS the Silver Sky before, and like we get this comment on YouTube. Somebody was like, "Yeah, I bought the yellow one, but it's like called like Stone White or something." I was like, "Just I know the yellow one, like, you got the green one, the burgundy looking one.
It
the-
goes back into S style.
Yeah, it's
So certain colors you
legal
can't
purposes.
use the same name of, but you get the idea.
Paul Reed Smith has the goofiest names in the business. Though.
They do,
They've
yeah.
got that purple kind of color. Oh, sorry, I'm doing what I told you not to do a second ago. They've got that purple kind of color one that's Angry Larry.
Why?
It's like
Angry Larry.
it's just yeah. I'm getting a custom 24 and Angry Larry. That's the finish I want, man. Or
man.
Emerald or what? It's like some weird made up word.
Yeah.
Or
No,
foreign word.
I had thought about that because I was looking at like hair dye names at the same time, and I was just like, this is so fucking stupid.
What was I think? Sorry.
The fucking color I went with is called Purple Rage. Like, this is why.
I thought you were gonna say rain.
No,
I
mean,
like
that'd be,
how
It's more punk.
it'd be better.
I don't know. For me, it always came across as very like butt rocky, but also very super metally, like with the designs that they have more so than the colors. Like
True.
you have like the eagle carved onto the guitar. That's like like right now. I want to know what the numbers of those were during the Trump era.
Right.
Because I feel like they probably sold a shit ton of those during the Trump era.
There was a video that went viral a little while ago. At least I saw it, and it was a dude who you could tell used to play in an 80s hair metal band who was now the pastor of a church who was like 60 years old, playing this Paul Reed Smith and just shredding it, and like the riffs were tight. It was like a sexy song about God, which is what you want at a church. You know what I mean?
Yes.
These Jesus love songs.
Yeah. And just like dun, 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 but Jesus loves you.
Jesus loves
It's
you.
like this is like I've always like that's the perfect utilization for a Paul Reed Smith. It's
Yeah.
like this guy's got more money than he knows what to do with. Beautiful guitar, playing 80s riffs, but tastefully and for Jesus.
Like I will say this though, as and this is not shilling for the Silver Sky SE.
We already did that.
Yeah, we've already did that accordingly.
We paid our dues.
We paid our dues, but I will say, as far as the S2 series and the pricing on that, I think they are probably the best value for the money.
They're killer.
Yeah, the American made for like going from like 1,000 to 2,000. Pretty cool deal for me. So I'm gonna be that guy that throws a little positive in there.
No, yeah, I've always liked the guitars. I just wish I liked them as much as my Les Pauls and Fenders.
Well,
It's
that
just-
makes
that's all
sense.
it
I
is.
mean,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, I
It's
mean, it
still
makes sense. I
competition.
mean, I wish I liked more guitars as much as I like my Jazz Masters.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the thing. I always find myself thinking, like, I like that guitar, but do I like it enough to buy it?
Yeah, those are two different categories
Yeah.
in your head. I feel
Like,
like it's cool, but like I gotta like earn
Yeah.
the money and then like spend the money. And
Yeah.
do I want to do that?
that's why it blows my mind when people are like, I saw you guys' video and then I bought it. Like, fuck, is that clear of a choice for you? Like,
But
thank you.
the ultimate winner in this is I like it enough if you were to get me one.
True.
Yeah.
True.
That's what we have these giveaways for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
giveaways.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
subscribe and like and comment.
Some quick nerd news. Did you guys hear today that basically in retaliation to the Microsoft thing, Sony bought Bungie?
Oh, what?
Yeah, Sony bought Bungie for like
Oh.
3 point something billion, and I'm like, just like,
Huh.
Wait,
I'm like, so, and they're like, oh yeah, Bungie will still be multi-platform. I'm like,
wasn't Bungie the Halo team?
Yeah.
they were,
Yeah. Now it's 343.
yeah, and but Bungie does Destiny,
Yeah.
and I can't think of anything else at the moment.
Okay, that's wild.
They're just
That's-
gonna-
It's
they're gonna
wild,
stop
but
this
it
is
is
like it's like Cold War stuff. It's like they're amassing
Yeah.
their weapons, guys.
I don't even see that as a war
Who's
because
gonna,
it's just like,
who's gonna drop the bomb first? Are they gonna
But-
cancel? Is Call of Duty gonna leave Sony, or is Bungie gonna leave Xbox?
Well,
you
no,
know
I-
what I mean? It's like they're just pointing their guns at each other.
I still think that was a dumb move though. Like out of all the companies,
I don't think
Dogs
so.
thing.
Like, I mean,
fucking gun
I-
my dad.
this is probably me just like viewing Bungie through like nostalgia lenses, but like I like the old Halo games. I didn't hate
Yeah.
Destiny.
I love Destiny.
I didn't like vanilla Destiny. You know, like obviously like what they had planned for it isn't what got initially released, and throughout the years they've slowly made up for it. But like I feel like if like Destiny now or even Destiny like a year or two ago was what we got the first time around, we would have a different opinion on Destiny as a whole and of Bungie. So I think that Bungie has really, really good potential. Go ahead.
No, see, here's why I disagree with that.
Here's
Name
why you're wrong.
another game from Bungie.
besides Halo.
Yeah.
Besides Halo and Destiny.
Which to
No,
be
but
fair,
like
Microsoft owns the right to Halo, so it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I said potential. That's why I didn't say it was a good idea. I said there is potential there.
See,
See,
I
yeah,
think there were
'cause,
smarter decisions.
I don't know. Before I played,
But I think
fucking whatchamacallit, I just blanked on both of these names. Before I played Destiny, I was just like, oh, we're getting a PlayStation Halo. Fuck yeah. And like I was half right, but I don't know. I like the old school Halo so much that I kind of couldn't get into Destiny. Like,
See, I like
see,
the
but they're different though.
yeah, they are.
I like the
different,
lore
and
of
that's what
Halo,
kept me out.
but I never really was, big Halo player. Yeah.
See, I just liked it for the multiplayer aspect.
I
Dude,
will
same.
say
that's
this.
why I'm on Infinite way too much.
See, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
Sony has a shit multiplayer aspect.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the thing is, what I was going to say earlier was there were so many better choices for that same amount of money. They could have bought Capcom. They could have bought Square.
They could have
like-
bought Capcom.
Like,
dude.
yeah, it's just like, it's like, okay, yeah, you know how Street Fighter was exclusive for PlayStation?
Yeah.
So is Resident Evil. So is Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
So is Monster Hunter.
It would be such
Yeah.
a fucking flex, dude.
like that-
Mega Man could be
Yeah.
their new mascot. You know
Yeah,
what
it's
I
just
mean?
like, oh yeah, Mega Man's back on PlayStation, bitches.
Yeah.
But it's just like I think there's like, and it's just like there's so many games that, so many franchises that like something like Capcom owns alone.
Yeah.
That they would have been more interesting, or even Square and like, hey, guess what? Now y'all really do have to buy a PlayStation just to get the next Final Fantasy, but hope it's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Kingdom Hearts.
True.
But I feel
Please,
like
no more Kingdom Hearts.
I was gonna say.
Oh,
look-
there's one coming. It's the 25th anniversary, or
oh my
20th
God.
anniversary.
I was on the 25th. Did you just age me?
They need to
it's
just
25th
make
of Final
all of
Fantasy
them.
7.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but no, I've got mixed feelings because like if they bought Square if they bought Square for example and like made Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts like exclusive to Sony, that would be they would shoot themselves in the foot with that decision. No, I think so because like okay, let's just use Kingdom Hearts as an example.
Okay.
It took so long for 3 to come out that they had to just make it available to people playing on the Xbox and playing on other consoles.
Well, I feel like if your lore includes like a fucking mobile game, you've done too much.
Well, no.
I was
I will
gonna
say, like the guy, I can't remember his name. He's a really good character designer, but if you try to explain the
Tetsuya
story,
Nomura?
it just doesn't make sense. The
Yeah,
story
because
is non-existent.
They capped him at the leg, and he just did not care for Kingdom Hearts 3. But that's a different discussion. Part of the reason I would say I disagree with that is whether you like it or hate it, this kind of proves the point. Final Fantasy VII Remake and how much that sold for the first year on PlayStation 4 exclusively.
I don't know. I don't have a horse in that race. I've never played Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
But I'm just speaking from a Kingdom Hearts perspective.
Wait,
At
you've
least
never played a Final Fantasy game ever?
nah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I played like a little
And that's
bit
kinda-
of like 2 or 3 of them. Like there's one on PSP where you were Cloud. I borrowed my friend's PSP and I played a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where to start with Final Fantasy, but I'm just coming through the
Probably
lens
the
of
7
Kingdom
remake.
Hearts that it took so long that people who grew up playing like a PlayStation 2 bought other consoles.
Yeah.
You know?
I had moved on by the time
Yeah.
3 came out.
Yeah, no, because PlayStation 3, that was the reason why people bought it.
No.
Because they're
No,
let me
yeah,
finish.
no, that's why I got a PS3.
Let me finish.
Was 'cause I thought, we'll get a Kingdom Hearts game.
That's why they bought a PS3 is because they thought Kingdom Hearts 3 was coming out on
And it
PlayStation
didn't come out
3.
until 4
No,
came out,
I'm gonna
right?
have to disagree there. I grew up.
Really?
I grew up as a Sony fan. My entire life, I had a PlayStation. I had a PlayStation 2, and when it came time for
with
me
you.
to get a 3, I went to Xbox. I got a 360, so I could play Halo with my friends because I felt it in my gut that Kingdom Hearts wasn't gonna come out.
That's pretty funny.
And so I got a PlayStation 4, and then 3 came out.
See, but that's the thing.
But hold on, I'm not the only one who did that. This is anecdotal, evidence. I don't have a study to back this up. I don't have numbers to back this up.
Show
but-
me your work.
Yeah.
Just leave a comment.
The 360 beat the PS3 though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not in global. Not in global sales.
Well,
PS3
But
caught up
But I think for U.S. sales.
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
US, but global overall.
It pretty much owned
No,
that generation.
actually no.
Really?
You sure? Because I-
PS3 caught up, and it was like
I don't know.
But we're just going off of initial. Because
Yeah.
I'm just saying 2009, 2010, I had a 360.
My memories
because
of that era was people had 360s.
Yeah.
See, I put off getting a PS4 and just bought a Switch. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, but then I also got a PC, so like that's what also has kept me from getting a PS4, and now the PS5, I just kind of don't care.
See,
You know
that's
what I
what I'm
mean?
saying. If they try to make it exclusive, like it's impossible to get a PS5 now if you don't already have
everything's
one.
coming out on PC.
That too. So I'm with you, Nelson. Like I went through something similar after my 360. I didn't buy a PS4. One of my friends gave me a PS4. I'm incredibly lucky.
What do you got?
The official results. I'll start with
Polls are in.
Xbox. Xbox sold 84 million US.
360.
But hold on, are you
360.
going through initial or are you going overall?
Overall.
lifetime
Because
sales.
I said initial.
I said overall.
Yeah. Well, okay, but
I thought we were going initial.
Yeah,
I said
because
overall.
if we're just talking like
But-
2009 to 2010,
Well, no, but you also have to remember there was the price point that Sony shot themselves in the foot with.
It was
So that played a huge part into that.
I mean, doesn't Sony always do that though?
I just
No,
skip
not
that
really
whole
with the PS4.
generation.
PS4
Well, no,
1, 2, and 4.
Yeah, the whole like Xbox thing. Sony was like, this time though,
This time, and it's $400. And surprisingly, they haven't shot themselves in the foot with the PS5
I
in
mean-
terms of pricing.
because they kind
it's
of,
like-
but Sony has enough money to where they can do that. Like they make it.
No, they don't.
No, they
Not
do.
until Spider-Man dropped.
No, like they really do. Like at least with their consoles, they sell their consoles basically at a loss.
Well, no, that I know.
Yeah.
But Sony wasn't doing
That's
too
all-
well.
That's all I was saying is they have enough money to where they can make no profit off of the actual console and then like try to make money on the back end when it comes to like subscriptions and the actual games.
But that's the
PS Now
thing.
and
Their
whatnot.
online subscription, like PS Now, like okay. And here's the thing: Sony has antagonized gamers because they're like, "Oh, we can't get the Emotion Engine or all
Like-
of this to work, backwards compatible." But somehow, Microsoft can do it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, someone hacked a PS3 and a PS4 to make a PS3 game work
Yeah.
on a PS4. So Sony was lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, if the PS3 can play PS1 games through virtual emulation and PS2,
right.
like
that's another part of what like kind of made me not want to get a PS4 immediately. So like they're still not doing that.
Yeah.
That's
Come
just
on,
dumb.
guys.
The whole reason I bought a PS2 was so I could play PS1 games.
Exactly.
And get new
But-
games.
but
Because I
the
was
point-
an N64
But
kid
the
up to
point
that point.
that I was making, I think Microsoft was smart in that strategy because it's just like, okay, Activision, Call of Duty, like they bought something that is big online. Like
Yeah.
a lot of their franchises are
Yeah.
big online. That's what Xbox is.
Yeah.
And people will buy the new Call of Duty game every goddamn year.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like Madden
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah, it's like Madden or 2K or
2K.
whatever. Like
But like with Bungie, I'm just like,
Halo.
like you guys aren't really doing anything more impressive than Insomniac Games, and like Insomniac has been like banger after bang, like
Right.
what else, like
Or those folks over at Naughty Dog.
yeah,
Yeah.
but now they're but I guess that's just
You didn't
just
like
my
Last
rant
of
on
Us
that.
2,
Like
sucks
I
for
feel
you.
like if Sony really. Because Sony's coming off in this as the vindictive ex-girlfriend. Like, well, you did this. Well, this is how I upgraded. And it's
Yeah.
like, that's not really an upgrade.
I mean, maybe, but I don't know. I'm still trying to be the hopeful one here. Like, I think that Bungie, if they had the backing from Sony, again, I'm going off of potential. Like, they could potentially, like, with the money that Sony has, they could potentially do something great.
They had the backing of Microsoft, and all they pumped out was Halo. I'm not saying nothing's
then
wrong
again,
with Halo.
that's-
I'm not
that's
saying nothing's wrong with
Microsoft,
Halo. I know. I'm saying they had the backing of Microsoft, and they pumped out Halo. What I'm saying is
Okay,
they had
but
the
they had the backing, but did they have the
Oh.
confidence of Microsoft?
Yeah, they did.
No, but I'm saying,
But
like,
what I'm saying is, if they had, as far as IPs, that's what I'm talking about. If
Yeah.
they had Microsoft backing them to do whatever the hell they wanted,
Yeah.
like what is Sony going to do?
Well, Sony, it might be like they might get that honeymoon phase right off the bat. Like she was saying, the potential there, and a honeymoon phase. Sometimes you catch a motherfucker in a honeymoon phase, they'll tell you I love you after 2 weeks. So
Although I will admit a Bungie version of Twisted Metal would be sick.
you're gonna hate me for this, but I was actually never a fan of those Twisted Metal
I
games.
love the first couple on PlayStation when everything else is
Like,
trash to me.
I
But,
just kind of hate racing games in general.
well, it's just like, hey, it's just
I
like
think Xander's going to take a poop, so I'm gonna just scoot to the middle.
it was the
As I've
precursor
got the
part of
view
like
on my own
Grand
view.
Theft Auto in a way. It's just like except sci-fi and
But
blowing
Grand
up cars.
Theft Auto wasn't cool till you could get out of the car and run around the streets and whatnot.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it was kind of a precursor to that. But like as far as I don't know, I would say I'm cautiously optimistic because, like you said, Destiny Vanilla wasn't Vanilla Destiny. Like you said on that wasn't the best experience.
Yeah.
Like I'm just saying, in 2021, I'm still playing my PS3 version of Destiny.
Oh yeah, I mean, like
because of what you said. But
that's what I'm saying. Like, just in short, and I'm still using Destiny as an example. The game, like the final product that came out when it released, isn't what the developers had in mind.
Yeah.
Like, if you play through it and like look through the lore, there's like hits and there's bits and pieces of like a whole different story that was supposed to take place. But then obviously, like, there may have been some time constraints where they're like, hey, you got to finish this now. No, you have to finish this now. So then a lot of things get gutted, a lot of things get cut, and
absolutely gutted.
yeah, like, it's just for the sake of like pushing out a game, even if
See,
it's not the best product, it's just a final product.
I mean, I regret that because that happened with Kingdom Hearts 3.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Kingdom
Final
Hearts
Fantasy
3.
15. Yeah, so I totally and I would dare to say Final Fantasy 7 remake, but that's that's a whole different story and rant. But
Yeah.
I think especially given the relationship in the past between Square and Sony, that would have been more impressive to me because it's just like at this point Final Fantasy 7 is a system seller, whether the game is good or bad, it's a system seller. And to be like, okay, not just yearly, but overall, this is exclusive. Yeah. And then, you have the Kingdom Hearts stand, whether it's good or bad. I mean, some people played all the other spin-offs that were just Nintendo only. Emily just texted us. Yeah, it's like I sent her the picture, but
That's cute.
Emily. I mean, but like whether the other kingdoms, whether the other Kingdom Hearts game were good or bad, like people played them because they're invested in that franchise.
I mean,
But not all of them.
yeah,
though.
one
No,
and
they
two.
played it.
Kingdom
not
Hearts
all
1 and
of
2
them.
are undefeated.
Like,
that's-
I think you're putting in too much weight.
I
that
think
the fans
Jason,
have.
I honestly think that like this is something like you and I are about the same age. We came from like the era when FF7 was all the hype and SquareSoft was like on top of the fucking world, and kids don't give a shit about those games.
I wouldn't say
No,
Final
kids
Fantasy
now,
7 was
but
a
the
system
adults
seller.
that came up. No,
No, but I'm also
because
saying there's a lot of adults who don't give a fuck now.
Yeah.
No, they
Like-
don't give a fuck now because of 3.
And most
Well,
gamers.
no. I'm saying
No.
even before
I didn't give
3.
a fuck at like
I'm saying they
Like-
dream drop distance.
they
They
just
or
they
whatever.
just
Yeah.
or but
Like,
either game.
I think that like you're looking at Kingdom Hearts fans through the lens of, oh, they like this game. They played all the games. They played the ones for
No,
Game
no,
Boy.
no.
They played the mobile game.
I'm
they played
looking-
the one for.
I'm looking
those
at it
folks
that
exist.
I'm
DS.
looking at
I
it.
did
I'm
No,
looking-
they
the
do
one-
exist, but
I
that's
did
not
play
the
the
No,
norm.
I'm looking at it from the lens of, hey, this system exclusive sold a shit ton for that system.
yeah.
No, no.
And that's the thing. Like whether we make fun of drop dream distance, whatever the fuck
Dream
it is.
drop distance.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it is. But people still bought it because of the damn DS. And I hate using Nintendo as an example.
I did.
But it
buy
wasn't-
Hold on a
Shattered
second.
Memories.
I hate using Nintendo as an example because Nintendo's a system seller amongst themselves
Because
because
that's what
they
they
have
do.
their yeah.
They're a
I
But
think-
company.
but like people bought a PSP for damn Birth by Sleep.
Yeah.
No, I think you're still putting in too much weight. I think that, I think
I
that you're
think
putting in.
yeah.
I bought a PSP for Battlefront 2.
Hold on a
Thank
second.
you.
Okay.
I'm
I
just
had the
saying. I'm
white
just saying.
Darth
Like,
Vader one
there
and
are
everything.
Kingdom Hearts
Hold on a
fans.
second.
I think Jason's got a little bit of
Tunnel
like
vision.
Square Enix tunnel vision
Like,
going on.
He's
seriously?
got square vision.
Because the gaming industry is huge now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
And
man.
I'm thinking like even back then, because like I'm
So-
speaking of from my personal experience, me and my friends,
Yeah.
growing up playing Kingdom Hearts, like most of us didn't buy a Game Boy Color, or I'm sorry, what was it, Game Boy SP,
Yeah, the SP,
for
the-
Chain of Memories.
We just already had one.
Exactly, we just
No,
already
no,
had
I know.
one. The same thing with the PSP.
Keep in
The
mind,
same
it was
thing with the
remade
DS.
for the PS2 as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
But that's a different.
Yeah. It was.
So how many copies do you guys would say Birth by Sleep sold?
I have no idea.
I
382
didn't
million.
even
I have
play
no-
Birth by Sleep,
I
to be honest with
Yeah.
you.
I have
Oh,
no
I
idea.
think it's one of the best ones.
I played Birth by Sleep.
Yeah.
Cool.
I didn't care for it.
I played most of the core games. Obviously, like 1, 2, 3,
Actually,
Dream
no,
Drop
I did-
Distance, Chain of
yeah,
Memories.
I didn't play Birth by Sleep on
Played the first
PSP.
two.
I played it on an emulator on my computer. That's probably why I didn't like it as much. But
So what's the number, Jason?
Close to 2 million.
Oh,
So-
so I oversold it then.
So so 2 million.
But
what,
is that worldwide?
$60 a copy. That's about 80.
Keep in mind, yeah, it's a smaller development time.
So-
but I'm just saying,
Well,
like we
So how much money does Bungie make every year with Destiny 2 subscriptions? You know what I mean?
I would say probably the same amount as Square's making with Final Fantasy 14 and 11 subscriptions.
It's probably it's probably close. So
but that's
This
that's
feels
what
like we're getting back into that debate of the DS versus the PSP.
yeah, it's a
That's
little too
basically
deep.
what we're doing.
That's just
We spent
we
like
have
5
that
minutes
debate?
talking about new Fenders, and we've spent about
Wait,
15.
no, wait, did we
on,
actually have that debate? Because I don't
we
remember
did,
that.
we did. It was.
That was an IndieCon.
Oh, what? Fuck! I'm getting my.
Yeah, I was gonna
shows
say
mixed
I
up.
didn't because I was gonna say.
Oh yeah, no. Me
I-
and
I-
Xander
I
almost
would-
came to blows over this
I was
shit.
gonna say I would gladly admit, like, technologically speaking, PSP superior.
Didn't you open that one and
But
just leave it?
obviously, games and everything
That was
else,
empty?
which is what matters the most,
Yeah.
DS. I'm
So
just
are
Wait,
you?
I'm sorry,
Are you
what?
DS or PSP?
I'm PSP. I'm
Okay,
Team
hello.
Sony.
Yeah.
But I said technologically speaking, PSP superior.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Game-
Yeah, there's no
Games
doubt.
yeah,
You could
but-
watch movies on the
I-
PSP.
You could fucking
That's
download
what I'm
porn
saying.
on.
It'd be like
I'm
it'd be like comparing an iPod to a Zune.
But they did.
Like-
Wait, hold
but
on.
they did the
Wait a
comparison.
second. Zune had its place.
The reason Nintendo keeps selling is because people. It's the same. It's the same
Nintendo.
thing you were talking about with Square and Kingdom
That's-
Hearts.
that's-
Is there's dudes like me who I love Zelda. I'm gonna play every Zelda game. I'm gonna buy the new
Or
Nintendo to play
actually,
the new Zelda game. You know what I'm saying?
Since I know you two are Final Fantasy VII fans,
Yeah.
let's say hypothetically we didn't have a PS5
Mm-hmm.
and they were readily available and you guys were just Xbox stands, but you still love Final Fantasy. Like in this scenario, would you guys, if Sony would have bought Square and be like, yeah, remake 2,
Only on PS5.
yeah,
No, that wouldn't make me buy a PS5.
you sure?
Yeah.
I know there was I know that was a selling point for not for you in general, but
Yeah.
why last year, was it the last year or the whatever year it was that came out, that's why that thing sold a shit ton.
See, the Miles Morales thing was almost what got me to buy a PS5, and then I realized you could just play it
On
like,
PS4.
on PS4, and it's like, well, fuck it.
I've got a PS4 and I downloaded the Final Fantasy VII Remake demo.
Mhm.
I never even fired it up because it didn't sound as much fun as just playing one more round of Street Fighter V or Tekken.
Well, to be fair, I already talked to you guys about your opinions on that game.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
and, like
I
I
played
haven't
the
and
demo on
I
PS4
I
as well.
literally never even turned it on because I just didn't care. I was like I like the story. I like the old graphics. I'm an old man. I'm 35. I'm about to turn 35. Fucking, you know what I mean? I don't need HD remakes of every fucking game I used to play when I was a child.
I do.
I hope it gets people into it. I hope it gets younger kids into it. But I just never turned it on. I was like, it's not gonna. I didn't think it was gonna do anything. And then I find out, okay, now the plot's different. It's actually more like a sequel or a continuation. Okay, that's cool. Now I might try it out.
It's not the whole game.
But it's
It's a parallel.
it's like a new timeline,
Yeah.
multiverse thing, and so it's like, okay, that's cool too. But at the same time, again, I have a shelf of games I haven't finished yet, and half the time I would rather just play a couple rounds of Guilty Gear and then go do something else. I'm not like I don't want to sit and play a 120-hour RPG.
Did you ever finish Mario Odyssey?
I disagree because I'm currently playing.
I
I'm
haven't
currently
beat the
playing the
very
Mass
last
Effect.
challenge, but I beat it. Yeah.
I could disagree with you because I'm currently replaying the Mass Effect HD remaster.
I probably sunk 300 hours on Animal Crossing during the pandemic, so I guess sometimes I do play that much, but it's hard to find.
But
that
I'm just saying though,
I'm on
like
my
if
third
you
replay
were
of
to if
Pokemon
so
Sword.
overall to kind of tie
I guess
it back,
my answer is no. I wouldn't care.
no, but I know you would. Overall, what I'm saying, and I use Square, but I also did use Capcom. I guarantee you,
Yeah.
if Sony would have bought Capcom in this situation,
Oh, yeah, I'm there. No.
Yeah, I'm
exactly.
there.
And that's the point that I'm
yeah,
making.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just
Like
like,
Capcom, I'm buying a PS5.
I'm surprised Nintendo hasn't bought Capcom.
Yeah,
like,
no,
something
that-
like that. Like,
yeah.
I
you
think,
know?
what if that's the move for Nintendo? Nintendo's just like, all right, everybody's out here doing this, and this. But at the same time, again, Nintendo doesn't need to do that.
Well, Nintendo is already kind of the Disney of gaming,
Yeah.
so it just seems like the logical thing to start buying all the other mascots, dude.
just start buying all the other Japanese companies.
get
It's
Mega
just like-
Man, get
They've
fucking
got Smash
Spyro.
Bros,
Yeah,
dude.
just keep Smash Bros
You know-
going.
you know what-
Buy
you know what,
Konami
though?
so you can keep the Castlevania guys. You know what I mean?
But you know what Sony would probably do in that situation? Hey, let's get Resident Evil 8 over here.
Right.
You know what you guys need? Spider-Man in a Smash.
Oh, jeez. If they put Leon from Resident Evil in Smash Bros, I'd be all for
I'd be
it.
into
I mean, I would
I'd be
love
into that.
Smash. I mean, I'm not a big Smash person, but I would love it if you were able to have Leon versus Solid Snake.
See, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, even
But
if
there's
it's just a
speaking
trophy.
of this, there's also the rumors of Sony buying going in the direction of buying IPs, and they're buying Metal Gear
Yeah.
and Silent Hill.
Yeah, if they did that, that'd be great. Konami has not done anything with those franchises for decades. That's one of my favorite YouTubers, Jim Stephanie Sterling. She has all these great videos about just the evil shit Konami has done over the years. And just,
those
like,
are some good videos.
all they do is pachinko machines now. It's like the last 10 Castlevania games have just been different ways to go gamble.
Okay.
And then they realize, oh wait, let's make an anime out of it, or have another company make an anime.
Netflix
On this
show.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
I like
The anime is
yeah.
fucking amazing.
All those old games needed anime. There's no Mega Man X anime. Get
Yeah,
fucked.
there is.
Shut up. There's an intro for the one game.
Which is like 30 minutes long.
Yeah.
it's like
dude.
15 minutes long. It
No,
should
it's
be,
a 30-minute. I've seen that one.
Yeah.
it should
The
be
one where like
fucking OVA. Dude.
yeah,
it should be a series. It should be a series.
yeah.
If I could watch
Is that the
55
same
episodes of Mega
one
Man
that
X.
has the bad dub of like, what is it worth fighting for?
No,
No, that's from the game.
That's X4.
Oh, dude, the PlayStation 1 Mega Man games have the best voice acting besides Resident Evil. Just,
Oh yeah.
Back
What
when-
is this?
yeah, back when
Looks
Capcom
like you
said-
were a
Yeah,
Jill
we
sandwich.
literally used this in the fucking intro.
I know.
What? Don't open that door.
Actually, my favorite
Bass,
one,
why are
which
we
is
fighting?
which is a subtle one, like you don't realize it, like in the Resident Evil 1, where Wesker's like the ultimate bioweapon, and then and then Chris starts laughing. He's like, What's funny? Why are you laughing? And it's just like, it's just so bad. It's perfect.
I remember it here, schoolyard rumor or whatever. But I thought the move back then was they were hiring Japanese folks who just speak pretty good English to do the voiceovers because it was easier than paying American actors.
That's funny.
So just like, I just love that idea. You know what I mean? Like imagine like being okay at reading Japanese and not knowing what you're saying, and just doing that script. Like,
Well, I got one. We got a question in the comments for the podcast.
Uh-oh.
They wanted to know. We don't have to go super deep into this, but they wanted to know some of your, I guess, I don't want to say musical inspirations, like what you listen to, but I guess influences on your playing style, like as far as
Since T has
Guitar
been the
goes.
quiet one.
Well, you guys just went off on a tangent of series that I've never
sorry,
played.
I'm sorry.
we did that. We
So,
were into
yeah,
it.
let's-
It was a bunch
get
of
back to
inside
the-
jokes that I'm not
We
in
had a
on.
bro
The music.
moment. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
But yeah, let's start like your playing style as far as guitar goes. Like, where's that influence from? Because they had mentioned, like it'd be cool if we could, getting more people on the show, and they said that it'd be cool if we got like Vernon Reed on the show. And I was like, I fucking love Living Color. That'd be cool as shit.
I love that.
So like, yeah.
I saw that comment and I was like, "Are you just saying that because we're black?" And
Well, I mean, I would hope not.
No, I know that. I was just like, I just question that every time now.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
it's just like, oh, you pull out the other black person. He was like, well, how come you just didn't pull out what's her name? Or what's her name on the goddamn she played in the band with Omar. Omar Rodriguez Lopez. She was in Bosnian Rainbows.
Fuck.
You know who I'm talking about though.
Yeah,
Fuck,
I
what's her
don't
name?
know her name
Look at
though.
you.
Bosnian Rainbows.
Google this.
Cool name.
We do have the internet. You
Yeah, I'm
see,
working
the
on
thing that we're on.
You're out here googling
I'm trying to
numbers for
Jamie
like
this.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna win that goddamn
units
debate.
sold.
When it comes to numbers don't lie.
Well-
Sorry to
You gotta go with the logic.
Numbers will never hurt your feelings. Sorry, and they probably will, and you did lose, but it doesn't matter because I'm Ben Shapiro.
Oh my God, dude.
I hate to mansplain to
And
you.
you to mansplain. That's what numbers are. Numbers are facts.
Yeah.
I feel like Ben Shapiro would hate me. Like I feel like he would look at
Tony
me.
Parks.
Terry Genderbender.
Yes,
Terry
Jen.
Genderbender.
Dude, she's
That
awesome.
sounds like a name from Rick and Morty.
It does. It really does.
No, she's fucking awesome.
She's fucking
Hey, I'm
great,
Terry.
dude.
I'm Terry Genderbender.
no, but she's fucking awesome.
She did an album where it was just the band was the Melvins and she did vocals, and it's one of the fucking obvious. I love the Melvins. But
Yeah,
just
I
like
love the Melvins.
you put a badass female vocalist in place of King Buzz, just being like, "Brr, brr, brr," like it sounds so much better.
I mean,
Like, it's-
I guess the point I was making before we got off track.
Yeah,
was
it's like, did they-
I know they aren't being malicious or anything like that, but it's just it always boggles my mind. Like the
Yeah.
first spot you go to is like black musician.
That's
like,
I mean,
not
it
other
didn't
musician
even-
of color or
Yeah.
gender. Is like, oh, they're black.
Didn't even cross my mind.
because he is an awesome guitarist.
He is,
Like
he's
he
great.
like he fucking trips. And if he wants to get on the show,
I've seen them live like probably 3 times, and they're fucking great.
yes,
I got a poster of them like in my closet. I don't know if it's signed or not, but there's a picture of me from when I was like a freshman in high school with
Well,
them.
if
It's
any
fun.
Well, Mr. Reed, if you're listening,
If you're listening,
Yeah.
I'm still a fan.
Any rock stars out there watching
or
us?
Doug Wimbish. Doug, if you want to come on the show as well, you're also awesome. Yeah,
all rock stars are welcome.
yeah.
Tom Morello,
or
shout
if
out.
I would say
Wimbish
Marilyn,
is still
Sure.
happening.
Marilyn Manson.
Eric Clapton.
I'd have Marilyn Manson on the show. We'd ask him the hard
No.
questions.
I would.
No, for
I
the
wouldn't-
clicks. Come on.
I
dude.
wouldn't want to
Fuck
be.
no.
I wouldn't want to be alone with him.
No, you would not be alone with him. No.
Shit,
We'd
I
all
don't
be
want to
here.
be alone with him. Like,
Yeah.
No. I
But
wouldn't
yeah,
say a
Nazi
word.
memorabilia on stage wasn't enough.
Let's
Fucking
But
same thing
dance.
from Lemmy.
Let's
We
go
never
with-
answered the question though.
Yeah, I
on
guess
the-
you're
you?
an artist that influenced your playing style.
I don't know. Like, I mean, it seems like the most generic answer, but I would say, like, in middle school, when I was, like, just trying to get a grasp of guitar,
Yeah.
I learned a fuck ton of Nirvana. So definitely, like, just kind of those shapes, those
Yeah.
chords, you know, just kind of
Yeah.
playing in that style kind of is, like, an easy default for me to kind of go back into. I would say in more recent years, definitely John Mayer. There's this band called Sales. Like, I like that really kind of stripped down kind of sound. I don't know. I'm also
No, that's a good answer. You
kind of
don't
drawing
have
a blank.
to
No,
go
there's
super
like
deep.
2 more. Also like a lot of King Cruel. I know that his
Oh,
music varies a
yeah.
lot,
He's cool.
but just fucking drenched in reverb,
Those
jazz
smooth
chords.
chords.
Yeah,
Ooh,
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the name of that band you turned me on to about a year ago that I fucking listen to them so much now I can't remember their fucking name. The
Joe
Japanese
Rogan on
band. The Japanese band.
Oh, Trico.
Trico. Yeah.
Fucking Trico.
So good.
Dude.
Why don't people go to your vet young?
Your taste in music impresses me. That's Jason. Yours not so much. No. Just kidding.
Dude, I
No,
will say, like, because, you know, I'm back in ops now, and if I have it my way, I'm just packing for 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to customers.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pack this up and send this out.
Perfect.
So I started listening to just full albums. And I don't know if you remember Dracy, but like he gave me a compliment because he's like, every time I come back here, you just listening to some fire shit all the time.
Yeah.
He said, but the genres, it's always just unexpected because like I'll go from like fucking deathcore to like trap to like
Not the band.
EDM, yeah, to like literally I'm just maybe trapped. Who knows?
Headstrong.
You won't be strong. We'll take a, like,
Yeah, we
but
should get that Chris Brown on the show.
Yeah.
No.
let's
Both
get
of them.
let's get both Chris Browns on the
Same
show.
time.
I might upset
We'll
one.
see which one is
He-
headstrong.
Might hit me.
Dude.
Who is the real Chris Brown?
Celebrity boxing match of all time. Malga Chris Brown versus. Oh my god.
White Chris Brown versus black Chris
Oh
Brown.
man.
Spy versus spy.
Settle this.
That's a fight you just don't want to root for anybody.
You want everyone to lose.
No matter who wins, we all
But yeah,
lose.
no.
You-
If,
you want
if we
Dwayne
could have,
Johnson
if we
to
could have
come
a
in and beat
dream
them both
guest,
up.
I would love to have Joe Rogan on, and I would just want to ask him questions.
I think we could
like
do
not
better.
even grill. Like I just have questions.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
would be fun.
But Marilyn Manson, though.
I think we should have both of them on. They should
Yeah.
wrestle too.
Just baby oil.
Just have
Why-
him on the floor.
why is-
Get Alex Jones on.
Why is there a kiddie pool? Just it's part of
Just
part
this
of the show.
6 foot tall,
Gosh.
90-pound man versus a 5 foot tall, 200
then
pound
we have
man.
Alex
You
Jones
think
on.
Joe
Who's the-
Rogan's 6 feet
No,
tall?
Marilyn
No,
Manson,
Marilyn
is-
Manson.
Is very tall and
Oh,
very skinny.
yeah,
Joe
Joe
Rogan
Rogan's
is
like
very
my
short
height.
and very beefy.
Yeah,
so
all
it would
that-
be the ultimate battle.
All that testosterone
Oh,
turned him into a potato.
In a fight between both of those, I think Joe Rogan will kick his ass.
Have
Joe
you
would
seen
win.
Joe Rogan's front kick, dude?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, he would
No.
kick.
No, yeah,
That's
Joe
not
fight-
a fight I would want to win.
Joe
like, I
fights
don't wanna
for
be
fun.
in.
Marilyn Manson does sex crimes for fun.
Yeah.
So we know who would win in a fight. But in a sex crime situation, I think Marilyn.
I'm not rooting for anybody. Let's-
You know what? I didn't answer the question yet.
Oh my god. Also, fan of John 5 guitar playing.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. Great guitar player, problematic singer.
Yeah.
All right.
Josh Homme, anyone?
I would
I
say
don't know. It might
to,
kick me in the face.
wow.
Might throw you over a mall rail.
Honestly,
Allegedly.
like as much as I love just music in general, there's a lot of men I just would not want to be alone with.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like just me being no, sorry to interrupt, Jason, but just me being a small female. Like a lot of these guys, like just I don't want to be alone with,
Dangerous world.
like ever.
yeah. So men do better. How about that?
Yeah.
That's what you-
Man.
men. Men.
Who are your
Yeah,
influences,
Jason, tell me
I
about
mean, there's
your
probably a couple
guitar
women I wouldn't want to be
playing.
alone in a room with, but that list is a lot shorter.
Courtney Love.
Yeah.
No, I'd be alone with.
I wouldn't.
No.
Actually, no.
No.
I didn't even finish it. I would be in a group of people with her.
Yeah.
Not alone.
No.
Right, yeah.
Someone who doesn't influence my music is Courtney Love. I would say who influenced my playing style. I've made this no secret. It is the band Daughter, and the not the problematic Daughters.
Yeah, not the daughters. Yeah, I was
Daughter
gonna
with
clarify.
Elena. Their guitar style I rip off heavily, and This Will Destroy You. Those like put that with like post-hardcore Moving Mountain era. That's me. And Deftones. I
Yeah.
definitely rip off Deftones. Not so much recently. But yeah, that's it. It's pretty much a short list. I mean, I would say Radiohead, but I honestly don't as much. Yeah, I don't as much. The other band, yeah, Slow Dive too. Got to throw Slow Dive in there. And Mew. I love their the album and the Glass-Handed Kite. I don't play rhythm a lot, but when I do, or when I write rhythm parts more so, I'm just ripping off a Bo from that band, like, because he has these cool like rhythm parts, and some of the the song, his song, like their songwriting in general, like it's always funny when you have like Danish or Icelandic people like come up with these like very artsy songs, and they're just like, oh yeah, this is just a pop song for us.
This is just our regular
Yeah,
music.
this is just like, and I'm just like,
Well, that's like you just think about. I don't know. This is me being. I have this bad problem of turning everything back to politics, but it's like
God damn it.
American public schools are just not as good as like
Oh, God, no.
Europe or Japan
know,
or any
yeah.
of these other
Jesus
places.
Christ.
As a product of the
Yeah.
American public school system from both sides of the
Yeah,
country,
yeah.
I can tell
We
you.
and so you know
Good.
well, no, here's the thing: American school systems are good if you're paying a lot of money for it.
right.
Still,
And
That's
that's
why.
the problem.
That's why I said
I don't
public.
know,
That's why I said
because-
public. The private schools
Oh, yeah.
maybe are better, but they're still problematic. and weird.
they're problematic.
I went to a
so.
charter
But my
school
point
for a
is-
little bit. Not so much.
Yeah, but my point is that's a part of why I think I like so much international music is because it's just
Oh,
you
yeah.
kind of know what you're gonna get from dudes who play in your neighborhood because they all heard the same shit as you growing up. I don't know where that came from, but you know, like my favorite band ever is Boris from Japan, and they're just you know, they'll do heavy shit, they'll do droning shit, they have a jazz pop album, they have an electronica album, you know.
I mean, shit, have you heard Tricot?
Yeah, Trico.
fair-
Trico is
I
crazy
think-
like that.
I think the international artists are what's really keeping
Tricot? Is it pronounced
music.
Tricot?
Yeah.
Trico, it's a French word.
Tricot.
I
Oh,
think
wow, fuck, I've
international
been saying
artists
this
are
wrong
the ones that are like. I think a lot of them tend to do like Americanized music better than American.
Oh, fuck
like,
yeah.
like
Especially like fucking Japanese rock,
Yeah,
Korean
So
rock.
good what they're
like,
up to over there.
just
yeah,
so
and
good.
Even
like
And then
Chicken
even
wings better.
even like Chinese like math rock.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like it's just for me, it's just like I mean Radiohead, they're English, so it's
Yeah.
just like I mean every band I can think of that I'm like,
Ooh, I'm sorry to interrupt. I did think of one more influence. This Thai band called Sunset Roller Coaster.
The
Fucking
name.
love them. So good.
That's like-
it's like Hall and Oates, but like
I would expect to hear that name from my weed guy.
It's like Hall & Oates, but what? Because you've already got me.
yeah.
but from but they're
Thailand.
Thai. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
oh, one band which I was just shit talking American bands, but one band that I do rip off that I'm nowhere near as good would be Mike Einzinger from Incubus.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near that dude's talent.
We all
Like,
grew up liking their music.
I do love that they went from like the rap rock kind of stuff to like more of like a big introspective kind of sound.
Yeah.
I just like that they were ahead of the curve on that. Like,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
like, oh yeah,
Deftones was like that too.
Yeah,
Where,
who?
like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Deftones was,
Deftones.
like,
But I never really considered outside of their first album.
yeah.
never really considered Deftones
well, that's
a part of
the first record had that kind of California like rap metal vibe. This kind of like
Oh,
Iggy
I'd say that,
started
but they were forced to do Back to School.
Right.
They were
Yeah,
forced
I
to do
mean,
that.
yeah, and they had to do that
That's-
just to sell the
yeah.
records. But because you can
But
hear
Back-
like
yeah, Back
even
to
have the
School
original
is-
version on that
Yeah.
album.
It's not like the rest of White Pony.
No,
Like-
it's mixed. It's actually even mixed and mastered differently, where it's
a
louder.
it's
Yeah.
a
than the
music
rest of the
video
album.
song. It's a music video song. That's why
But
they
I
did
mean,
that.
even then, like I would say, Mike with Incubus on that tangent. I just always adored Mike Einzinger's playing.
Yeah.
I always thought he was very interesting, especially being the only guitarist in the band playing live. And one cool thing that I enjoyed is a lot of the times, I don't know now, but a lot of times back in the day, they weren't using backing tracks as far as guitars. So
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
him.
He was just looping shit.
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah, that was just him live, and
wild.
What a monster.
and then Crow Left in the Murder album came out, and it was just like, all right, we lost our bassist, but I'm gonna make up for it in spades and just go Pearl Jam guitar crazy, and they did that. So yeah, Mike Einzinger is a big influence on me, and he plays a jazz master. He did for a little bit.
Hey.
So yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, I think we're good to. If you guys are ready to.
All right, so we're wrapping this shit up.
Also,
hit the wrap it up button.
Yeah, I still don't know what people come to the podcast for, so let us know in the comments
Sure.
what you
Yeah.
want to hear us talk about, because I know some people talk about, like, yeah, it's nice to see you guys be people.
Just give us conversation topics.
Yeah,
like,
give us
Yeah,
stuff
where
to
to go.
talk about, and I'm mainly the one that reads the comments. Well, Jason does too.
I don't.
but,
I'm afraid.
Yeah,
Yeah, you should be. Like, you should be. Not for you. For like, I read some of the ones, especially the ones on Seymour Duncan, and I was like, I was so hyped about that. And
See,
then
I
it was
read
just
most
like,
of the YouTube comments.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Instagram comments, I leave those to Jason. So yeah, leave comments of what you'd like to hear us talk about on the podcast. And if you want to hear this podcast a week early, it's on Patreon a week earlier than when it drops on YouTube. So all you got to do is become a $3 tier. Yeah,
With lots of other bonus features.
yeah,
too.
you get the fucking outtakes videos and shit.
oh, look at them, they're closing the show.
Yeah,
Trying to do a little work.
well,
right
I'm not gonna close the show.
Damn.
You
I
sign up.
got I got 2 other podcasts I gotta close.
Oh, all right. So if you're interested in seeing that Chris Brown versus Chris Brown fight, let us know. Yeah. Thank you guys for listening to us ramble about everything. Sorry we went on a nerd tangent for a while, but that's who we are.
That's who we are.
We're
Deal with
nerds.
it.
We're nerds. Yeah, leave us in the comments what you feel like we should discuss, topics of interest to you. Leave us a bunch so we can
Or
have.
just general questions that you may have, so we can
Yeah.
start compiling them for the 5K Q&A.
That
And
too. Oh,
just a rule of thumb as well. Personally, I've seen the our personal rig questions come up quite a bit.
yeah, there's been a lot of those.
I personally don't want to do it until we get to a certain number of subscribers because
10K.
10K, because I don't want to come across as like very self-serving, and
Yeah.
I see that. And to be honest with you guys, like, I'm not calling anybody out, but it's a lot of YouTubers with like 1 and 2K doing like subscribers doing like rig rundowns, and it's like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Like, so I just don't want to be a part of that. Like,
No, because I feel like somebody would see that and see our numbers and be like,
yeah, like when
Okay.
I like when the channel gets bigger and bigger and we get to the point where we're comfortable doing it, or more so I am.
because people know what kind of stuff you guys like by
Yeah.
now, and so it's like they have an idea of it. So to just out and out be like, yeah, here's what we're doing. It's this, then that. We
And
use this because
it
that'd
also-
be, like that's more of like once we get to 10K, I could see that.
I
being
will
more
say
of a
though, the
thing.
idea I will toss the compromise. We'll finally do the back line
Oh yeah.
for 5K.
I've got scripts written for all the amps in
Yeah.
this room,
So
so we're
5K
ready to go.
back line, 10K our individual rigs.
And the thing about the individual rig thing too is that that's like such a fluid thing. Part of why I have all these freaking amps back here is because I don't know which one I want to use at any particular time. Sometimes the
Yeah.
green mat amp is what I want because I want to do a 70s thing. Sometimes this Laney is, I want to do some 80s thrash hair metal crap. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's all
Also,
different, man.
Aren't we gonna work on that? At some point, there's a video gonna come out of like a little pedal board. We're gonna build a pedal
Yeah,
board.
we're
build
gonna
pedal boards.
build a pedal board.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually leave us in the comments what pedals you would like to see on there, and within reason.
Yeah. Budget.
I want 4 clones.
Budget.
Give me 4 clone.
So
clones.
yeah, we're gonna build the working class music pedal board that we use to demo for
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, let us
So
know
you can
what you'd
stop
like to see.
asking, what's the drive? What's the drive that he
Yeah.
used? What's the drive?
A lot of the like it's always been my opinion that there's no such thing as the best guitar rig or anything.
No,
like
no,
that.
and that's part
It's
of the
such a
reason,
personal thing.
Like, Instagram is one thing, like showing off on Instagram and on your own personal,
Yeah.
because I do that. That's one thing.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, all right, but like, I don't want us to seem more. I don't want us to come across as egotistical and seeming like we're bigger than we actually are.
Yeah.
Like, and I like when you look at some of our friends that are way bigger than we are, they haven't done that, and it's
Right.
just like,
Right?
Right.
yeah. So
I mean,
don't
to
know.
be fair, these people have given us a reason to have a little bit of an ego, but not gotta keep it in check.
We're
No
staying
ego.
humble.
We see those
No
numbers
ego.
and we stay humble.
We're staying humble.
We're not. I mean, we're not. No ego. No
It's,
ego.
it's
We're
in
just
the
happy
name.
to be here.
It's in the name. No bougie.
Yeah, we're working class.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we are Working Class Music. Thank you for tuning in, and yeah, have a safe night. Be awesome to each other, and yeah, laters.
Love y'all.
Adios.
Peace.
Peace, motherfuckers. Love it. Yeah. Guys, I like our show. Yeah. That was right at 55 minutes. We fucking rule.